Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. Today we're going to take a look at our recent war log. Now, I've been covering a lot of the EWU tournaments we've been in and other tournaments like Playmakers. By the way, the Playmakers tournament, I showed a raid by Izues at the end. He has his own channel called Clashing with Zeus. I'll link it in the description of this video. Go check him out. He breaks down his attack, and it's a very, very good breakdown. Now moving on, back to the EWU. Here we faced Unstop Elite, where we won 24-20. And I'm going to show you guys the triples. Did they have any triples? They had a triple. Let's watch theirs first on Wolf. Now, I don't remember if this is the first round of the playoffs or the last war before. I think it's the first round of the playoffs. But okay, so he's going to come in with a Warden Walk, P.E.K.K.A. Smash. We all know how trendy this attack is. I've been doing it a lot myself. Warden to snipe that Inferno, maybe? Let's see if he gets it, or if the Warden walks away. The Warden does walk away a little bit, but he may come back for it. Kind of looks like he's going to. He's going to get that storage first for sure. But he's doing fine on time. He's still at 220. So he should have no problem. Get that storage, get the Inferno, and then send the P.E.K.K.As and bowlers in. What's he going to use to cut that funnel? King, probably. Yep, King at the top with a Wizard and a P.E.K.K.A. Found the Tesla farm. Here he goes. Sends in another P.E.K.K.A. and the Queen on the Warden side to make sure he actually pulls into the base with the rest of the troops. And he's got wall breakers. He didn't really have a test wall breaker there either. That's gutsy. That's real gutsy. Here he goes. Warden ability. Taking on the enemy king. And the town hall's down. He does have a dragon in the CC, but the queen's on it, so that's good. Jump to the core. And this base is pretty much wrecked from here. You get access to everything else. Won't be able to reach this, but the Slammer will be able to get to that Inferno Tower. No problem. I'm going to go ×2. P.E.K.K.A's going to go outside. Oh, yep. They're going to hit that corner. They're going to hit that corner right there and take a walk. The balloons get the multi down. That's all he really needed them to do, because he's got P.E.K.K.As and bowlers that will be able to clear the entire outside and this layer of buildings here. Queen also trying to come out the back to help clean up a little bit, but she is of course stuck behind walls. But Velita, we'll say Velita. Very good raid. That was a beautiful P.E.K.K.A. smash. Good job. Alright, so that's the triple they got. We'll start with my triple at the top up here. And of course, it is also a P.E.K.K.A. smash. Been a while since we did this war, so I don't remember. It's been like 3 days. And we've had a lot of wars in this time. Oh, okay, so if you guys remember, I made a video about when you Warden Walk, you don't always have to take an Inferno down. And this is pretty much an example of that, where I just wanted to cut this funnel because I liked the jump value into this Warden tower here. So I'm using a Wizard to help get the storage down to make the Warden move just a little bit faster. P.E.K.K.A. over here to do the same thing. Get the camp down just to make sure that the Warden pushes towards this bomb tower. All I really want is this, the air defense down, because it would snipe my healers on the way through the base, and I don't want that. So I'm going to start the other funnel over here, I think, with the king. Oh, I do take the Inferno Tower. I stand corrected. That's how long it's been since I did this raid. Okay, so now we're going to start the king. There he goes. Warden is beaten on Skelly. He's going to send a Wizard down there to help the Warden take care of those skeletons. King's working his way back to where I want to jump, which is right here on the Warden Tower. The warden here, I got scared because he took 2 steps the opposite direction of the army that I'm sending in, and I thought there's a chance that he will not join up with them, but I got lucky and he does come back for them. And once he joins up, I go ahead and use his ability. Or do I wait until he gets to the town hall? I really need to make this recap a lot sooner. There we go. Slammer in over here. As soon as I knew the town hall would be taken down by the troops, I send the stone slammer in. I always hold the stone slammer just in case I don't get the town hall, because in these you cannot 1-star. It's just death to the team. Here we go. Everybody's kind of moving through. P.E.K.K.A. Smash right now for this base meta is super OP. Even had a P.E.K.K.A. back here somehow, cleaning up everything. And swag to freeze, I guess. Okay. So that is the first triple. The next one was also going to be Airsick Karma. And this one's going to be a P.E.K.K.A. Smash, but this particular P.E.K.K.A. Smash, I was worried about a funnel here, so we decided to bring Hogs to take down that archer tower. I think that's what the Hogs are for. Because if you don't take this down and you send the P.E.K.K.A.s through here, they might get pulled out by this archer tower and then back around this way. And now we wanted them to come into here, jump on that CC. Everything's looking pretty good. I'm going to fast forward through the Warden Walk. Warden Walks are long, hard to watch. King on the 9 o'clock side for the other funnel. Gonna drop those Hogs in pretty soon. Right? Hogs? There we go. Warden Rage to get the Inferno. Hogs doing all kinds of work. Got a nice path. Let's slow this down. Nice path into the town hall with a jump behind it. There they go. Working their way through. Slammer up here. Because the town hall went down so early, I could just go ahead and drop the slammer. Knowing that I only jumped into this compartment here, I knew I needed to take down that top area. I then jumped from here to try to get the P.E.K.K.A.s to that eagle. Make it go a little bit faster and save my balloons the headache of eagle shots if they needed to. Here we go. Gonna go ×2 because it's just cleanup from here. Balloons everywhere. Everything's looking good. And yeah, swag the queen ability. Yep, guess I swagged it. Okay. Let's move down to the next. Okay, so next we have Juan, and he's going to come in with a queen charge Hogs. What I like about this charge is his entry. So he comes in, baby to funnel one side, wizard for the other, really cheap funnel. But he's got 8 wall breakers. Now, I'm going to slow it down here. He's going to go ahead and wall break this T-junction here. He of course does a test bomb first, or test wall breaker first, pulls 2 bombs, and then gets the wall break. So now he's going to take on the king, the CC, and he needs to cut a funnel here to stop his queen from walking around this outside, right? Otherwise, he just needs to wall break here to get in. So he sends the king down here to establish that funnel. He's also going to send a couple of balloons in down here because there's just too many point defenses going on down here. And I think maybe he thought there were SAMs there. I kind of thought there would be SAMs there. Now he does attempt to wall break this here. Doesn't quite get it. But the queen ends up coming back anyway. So now he's going to go ahead and wall break here, which is going to allow him to get to the eagle. Then he's going to start his Hogs here because you have the classic L formation everybody's always looking for when they do Hogs or balloons. Slammer in at the top, and this is going to be a massive overkill freeze the splash damage, the multi, and the wizard tower. Still has the warden ability here. Go ahead and use it there. He waited until he had most of the hogs under that ability, which was pretty impressive. I would have used it way sooner. And that's it. Pretty clean raid. World champion won. Doing work. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the next raid. I think there's only one more, and I think it was Mr. Fox. Oh, it was Dub. Dub coming in with the triple. With the Queen Charge Miner. If you know anything about Dub, his Queen charges are crazy, right? We always talk about Dub and the miners. He always picks an entry and comes in a way that you're not defending, right? Because it's so weird and goofy and just different. So here he's coming in with his Queen. And talking to him later, he wanted the Queen to walk up, but he realized very quickly that she wasn't going to do that when she starts targeting these buildings here. She's then going to target the wall because the next closest building are these up here. So he goes ahead and drops the jump there. Not going to get as deep into the base as he thought he was going to, but all he really wanted was to get into this channel between the Inferno Towers anyway, which he accomplished with that jump there, and that wall wrecker just tanked for him a ton. Now the one thing I think I would be worried about is this Inferno Towers beams. He sends the king over here to cut the funnel because of the Inferno here. I think he wants to start his miners in here at that Inferno. There they go. Gonna go Tesla to Inferno. He rages up the Queen again. That Inferno is not long for this world. One-shotted it with all those miners. Holy cow. The king is cutting a hell of a funnel through here and just pathing those miners through such a narrow path that they're one-shotting almost everything on their way through. Queen's still working on the top up here. If she goes back for that Inferno, that's going to be really OP. He tomes on the Town Hall so he doesn't have to use a heal to save himself from all that defense, point defense down there. That second heal is so bad, though. He missed all of the miners but one. So this technically he could have done with one heal instead of two. That's crazy. That's how freaking strong the miners are. Everybody says the miners are so weak now and all this. I beg to differ. Watching Dub do his miner thing, one, he's a genius with them, but two, he shows you that they're not that weak. He just did a one heal Queen Charge miner. That's insane. That is insane. You just really got to get that value with your Queen, have a nice path for the miners, and you're good to go. But it's not easy to do on these new meta bases. Looking at these new tournament style bases, we're not really used to them yet. But Dub is. Dub's definitely used to him. Freaking beast. Dub has a beautiful hit. It's always a pleasure clashing with you, sir. Alright, so that's it for the Unstop War. Let's move on to the INTZ War, which is probably what everybody wants to see anyway. We beat INTZ 23-21. So they got, was it just one triple? It was. So they got a triple on Senior Fox. Poor Senior Fox. I didn't realize this video was going to be him getting beat up so much. So with this base, you give a lot of jump value in these old meta bases, and this is an old meta base, right? So what he's going to do, he's going to queen walk, no funnel on that side. It's not needed because of this dead space. He's going to jump here, and that's going to allow him into the Inferno, the Eagle, the Queen, right? And if he can keep his Queen alive, it's going to allow him a lot more. So he had to burn the ability there, but he's got the CC down. He has 2 freezes, so he's not worried about burning the ability early. He can always freeze the Queen or the Expos if he needs the Queen to get more value. You'll see here what he does. Oh, we're on half speed. Alright, so there they go. Eagle going down. enemy queen going down, and he starts the Lalo now. He has all the value he needs, the eagle, the queen, and the C-Seer down. You can go ahead and start your Lalo. He does already have an Inferno down, but that's not really what you care about before starting your main Lalo push. This is also really clean pathing for the Lalo he created for himself here. Pretty patient on that tome. He got all the balloons in it. He's got his queen coming for this back Inferno here. He's working his way through a Tesla farm. And this is an absolute balloon parade. Really good base identification on his part. Sorry, Senior Fox, for showing you get beat up twice. I think this is the only 2 times Senior Fox got tripled, but okay, so now moving on to ours. So I hit number 4, Budweiser, who I think is like one of their guy, like Marinol or Bernard or something like that. Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and ward and walk in front of the town hall here. And again, this is just to create a funnel. I'm not really looking to take down any like significantly important defenses. I just need a path for my P.E.K.K.A.s, right? Go ahead and fast forward through this part. King to funnel this side up here. Of course, he doesn't. He ends up coming back, I think, and I end up using a P.E.K.K.A. up there. No, he does go. Okay. So I jump here to get into these 2 channels. There they go. Use the Warden ability. Everybody's pushing their way through. And Queen is going to get that Inferno Tower soon. Now that all of this is done, I'm going to start the Stone Slammer on this air defense here. And that's just to help push through here. And since the sweeper's facing this way, where is it, sweeper? I knew I could try to get pushed back behind it and try to get there and get all these Infernos down for those P.E.K.K.A.s. Queen worked her way up there anyway, which was kind of nice. And there is what looks like a lot of this base left and not a lot of troops, but I have these P.E.K.K.A.s down here with the healers. I have a slammer full of balloons, a freeze, and a haste. It's just enough to pull off the triple here. It gets a little bit close, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And that's pretty much what you're seeing here. All right. So that was our first triple against INTZ. Then Senior Fox went ahead and answered back. He got tripled, but then he went ahead and got a triple himself. Of course, we're looking at another P.E.K.K.A. smash. So he's going to Warden walk here. I don't think he's trying to do anything crazy with the Warden. He's just cutting a funnel. King and a Wizard at the 9 o'clock for the other side of the funnel. He has wall breakers. No, he does not have wall breakers. I wonder what he's going to do. Just going to beat through that wall. Pretty sure the plan was to have wall breakers. I remember talking over this plan, but anyways, P.E.K.K.A.'s into the core. Stone Slammer to get the Inferno over here that he couldn't get with the Warden. It was just too deep, take too much time. Second jump over here to let him into the Eagle and the other Inferno. And the Stone Slammer will come out and pick off the outside defenses. Raged up P.E.K.K.A.'s in here too, so this is going to go really quick. He's going to end up getting that Eagle pretty fast. There they go. Couple balloons for this Archer Tower over here. Got cleanup down here. Tons of troops left, lots of P.E.K.K.A.s. Queen, 4 P.E.K.K.A.s. The Queen ability, just use it there to help break through the walls. She's going to pick off some of these buildings. Baby, even a baby dragon down here. Tons of cleanup. Damn, Senior Fox. OP. Okay. Now, I believe Captain Clean got a triple in this too. World Champion Juan, again, doing work. And here he's going to go with the queen charge Lalo, a very similar base style to the last one. He's going to come in a similar direction, only he's going with Lalo instead of hogs this time. King to funnel down here as well. Going to go ahead and take on that hound and the archers. Minion to clean up the pups. Let's see what he does here. I'm pretty sure he just starts the Lalo pretty soon, right? Ooh, froze the king. Had to use the ability there. Ran into the tornado. Drops the slammer to get this multi down because the healers are getting cooked. He's definitely losing the healers here with the town hall activated. Queen is pretty much rip at this point. But he's going to go ahead and Lalo. And this Lalo, see, if I tried to Lalo this much of a base, I wouldn't be able to do it. But Juan, he's really patient with the spells. And look at this Warden. He swags that Warden ability. There's only expos in this shooting those balloons. Like, you didn't need to do that. So if he had the Warden ability, say for here, going into that Inferno, would have been even more balloons live. But he knows better what he's doing than I do. Reason he's a world champion, probably. But yeah, so he ends up absolutely crushing this base, those balloons. Even with losing his queen and pretty much swagging that Warden ability. Very, very good hit. Juan, you're OP, man. Pretty consistent tripler for our team. And yeah, that's it. So it was Fox, Juan, and me. Alright, so that was INTZ. Let's go ahead and move on to Croatian Army. Now this is for the semifinals to go to the final. We had faced Croatian Army before. I uploaded that video, you guys saw it. Now we're facing him again. So they got this triple with the drag bat, which this is really, really nice. The value he gets with the heroes here is insane. So here he goes. Queen going in. King coming in this side down here. Queen coming in at the top. They're going to basically clear this whole bottom half of the base where all the splash damage is. So his bats are going to get so much value. This is literally insane. Here they go. Dragons in. Slammer in. Going into the multi. Fighting a sweeper a little bit, but it's really not going to be a problem. Freezed up the eagle. Balloons in. Warden over the town hall. Now he's only got one splash defense left, right? No, he's got two. Now one. So these bats are just going to run through the back of this base like it's nothing. Dragons are tanking for him. Now if there were red mines back here, maybe took out the bats, but I think the dragons still get it, to be honest. Really, really good raid. Really good. Croatian Army, super tough. We were very fortunate, both of our victories against them. So that's the triple they got. Let's go ahead and look at some of ours. So I got the number 3 with a P.E.K.K.A. smash. So again, I'm going to come in and I'm going to cut a funnel in front of the town hall. I'm not really trying to get anything important, just creating that funnel. I'm going to send the king to get the funnel over here, starting at that barracks. We're going to jump on this air defense to get to this Inferno and the town hall. We're going to jump on that sweeper to get to the core. So here we go. Everybody's in. Let's slow it down to 2 times. Queen hangs back and gets the town hall. I send the slammer in once I realize the town hall is definitely going down. P.E.K.K.A.s are taking out all of the Inferno towers. Gonna hit the queen ability here, get those expos down. Slammer opened up the whole base on the backside for the P.E.K.K.A.s to come out and help me clean up. Queen's gonna get those pups. Balloons are gonna work their way through, and with the freeze and a haste through here, the base is gonna go down. Alright, so that was our first triple. Let's go down to Drogon. Got himself a triple. This was actually the last raid of the whole war, where we kind of knew that we had won, and we said, okay, I'm on voice with him. and we go, okay, we just need a safe too, right? So he goes Sui Mass Hog because he's guaranteed to get the Town Hall with, he's bringing tons of ice golems. He's got both the heroes, the wrecker for the Town Hall. It was just a guarantee that this base, that Town Hall was going down and that the hogs would easily get the percent. So here we go. Pops the queen ability. Really wanted her to go down before she pops the hound, which she does. Now he starts his hogs. He has a ton of pups to deal with, and that kind of sucks. But use the ability early because you have most of your hogs in that tome, and the eagle's so far away that if you tome once before you get there, it won't be able to get any more shots off on you on the way through the base. You'll be too close to it. But he double healed up front, single heal on the back. He does still have another heal. Tons of hogs running around. They did kind of split on him, but just enough came up here to take down these two defenses. Heals the back end in between the two splash damages. And he pulls off a triple, even with all those pups. And watch how many hogs are left at the end. These pups, they do so much work on the hogs. Down to 2 hogs, down to 1 hog, down to no hogs. And then these wizards end up cleaning that last hut. Beautiful hit for Drogon right there. Alright, the next one is going to be World Champion again. The World Champ doing the Sui Lalo. So he's going to go and Sui the Town Hall, mostly because the CC is so far away. He knows that there's no chance he's going to pop the hound if it comes out. So there's the CC, goes ahead and poisons the archers, starts the slammer, balloons, comes in on the other side, the 3 o'clock side with the balloons. Rage and Warden over the queen. Skellies take her down. It's got plenty of balloons left. He does have a little pathing issue over here, right? But with that haste, it's not going to be a problem. He's got so many balloons left alive. The slammer had just popped open. This back expo is on ground, so he has no issues getting through this base. Beautiful hit from the champ. All right. We have CCL. This is a crazy hit. This, for me, I don't understand the E-Drags well enough. I have a hard time tripling with Sui E-Drags. But CCL is going to come in here and grab himself a nice little triple with Sui E-Drags. So here he goes, pulls the hound away, puts the queen in, gets the town hall down, starts the E-Drags at the top. Well, that was weird. Slammer. Rage up the E-Drags. Wherever the E-Drags group up, basically you want to rage them so that they can chain through things with one shot. Warden ability here did not get very many dragons, but did save them from that air defense. Rage the core. Gonna get a ton of chain value through that eagle. Rage up again to attempt to get this air defense back here, but he probably was a little early on that freeze. And weird thing is, they chain twice. They do 2 shots, and they don't ever shoot that air defense. That's a well-placed air defense. But it doesn't matter. There's just too many dragons to overwhelm this base. And CCL pulls in a triple. Good job, CCL. And then we have the light one. Also, CCL, OP base builder, if you guys didn't know. He builds some pretty incredible bases. I like to tease him and tell him his bases suck because to me it's fun to mess with him. It triggers him in a way that's really funny. But his bases are really good, so props to him. Here we go. Queen Charge Miners. This is the light one. As you know, this is dub. And here we go with another queen charge miner that is just beautiful. Dub has a way of just seeing pathing that nobody else really sees pathing the way he does. It's pretty crazy. Moving into the eagle, had a P.E.K.K.A to funnel over here. Pulls out the hound. Gonna go ahead and take that down. Now, what he's done is he's gonna clear out this whole compartment here, right? All of this in here with the queen. He's gonna king to clear this over here, and he's gonna miner up the middle, a nice little miner sandwich here. He's gonna jump here to let himself into this compartment here. That's gonna give him the queen, all these expos, and keep that pathing nice and tight for the miners to work their way through. He's going to go ahead and use the ability here, rage up the queen so you don't have to worry about her. Heal up the miners. Had to use the warden ability through the town hall, but no problems there. Miners coming through the back. And I think it's pretty obvious at this point to everybody that this is most likely going to be a triple. Unless he runs into like a double bomb back here, this raid's pretty much over. So let's go ahead and fast forward the cleanup. Good job to Dub. Good job to my team. We've been on a bit of a roll. And yeah, GG to Croatian Army, INTZ, and Unstop. They were wonderful wars. We had a lot of fun. And today is actually the final. So we face Gladiators Gold, I think. But yeah. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys very much for checking it out, and I will see you in the next one.